Hi all, it's Sunday. I'm on Lake 1 after the 30s. Found a nice little swim and I'm just going over off them lilies there. Just there, and the other one I'm going to put mid-water. It's only 35 yards across. This one's going mid-water. So my left hand rod going up to the lilies. I've walked around and baited up. I've crushed up some boilies and I've thrown some of them in there, my own ones. Again, they're the CSLs. Yeah, corn syrup liquid with a fake bit of maize on the bottom, because I've got maize out there, and I've got some chickpeas which I've dyed red while cooking them, and some pellet and stuff, and some tigers and that all mixed in. So that's what's going to go out there. That's just on ESP, bit of ESP Ghost with ESP, their new sinking tubing, which is like a tungsten, really good, and a little 1.5 ounce coated lead from Frank's Leads, and that's it. It's only a little chuck, and that's what I'm going to try first, with the hair nice and close to the hook, as you can see there, and that's what's going to go out. So there you go, basically the same on the other one, but probably a tiger about sort of halfway out straight in front of me, or slightly to my right, so I don't play any fish through the swim. So yeah, I've got some new kit in that as well, and I'm also going to be talking about carp care, because I've been asked to do some carp care, so I'll be talking about that later on, if I catch a carp. Keep them fingers crossed. Okay, so it's hammering it down with rain. Left hand rig's out, right where that coot is, feeding on my baits. And the right hand rod's going halfway, because this lake's fished in the margins, so I'm going to try halfway, not wide across 35 yards, but I'm going to try halfway anyway. And this time I'm going to be using some coated braid, not stripped back, with the ESP shrink tubing. That's down to a tiger nut with a fake caster as a boilie stop. That's a sharp hook stuck to one's finger, and then this end is just slightly different, same sort of tubing, but it's not a semi-fixed rig, it's a sliding rig. What I've done there, I've put 2 beads on, and now that can just slide up and down like that, and then with 2 beads on that lead, that sits just above the swivel, so I've got a lot of movement. So there, that's what that rig's going to be. So let's get that out, put a few freebies out, see how we get on. Okay, that's been out about half an hour over off the lilies, and just weighed it. Got one of my homemade boilies. About half hour I've been waiting. 22 dead. 22 on the dot. Just done a bit of carp care. The old corder, some of the gel stuff. In the bottom leg, lovely little hook hold. And yeah, £22 common. So I'm just gonna slip my hand underneath like that. Pick her up. There she is. Cracking fish, eh? Lovely. Yeah, so, good start. Lovely. £22, Lake 1. So let's hope for 30, shall we? Lovely, isn't it? Lovely. There you go. Let's get her back. Always coming back in the waist sling or on your hooking mat, and always hold the hens either end in case the fish slips out, and just keep it upright and let it go. Never carry a fish back in your hands, no matter how close you are. It only has to wiggle once and you drop it. That's a damaged fish. So yeah, always make sure it's secure, and the fins are never bent forward, always flat on the fish. Wow, that was a good start, wasn't it? So so we get some more. Yeah, £22. Good start on the old homemade boilies. Does it again. Just grab some there, look. There they are. And some there, look. Doing the do again. So yeah, wow, got snapped up, so stepping up the tackle slightly, big massive bend in the rod, straight in the lilies. That was a good fish, that was definitely a good fish. Come straight to the surface, crashed about, give it some, and that was it, ping, gone. So yeah, that's what it was on. The old ghost. This ledge shot here is to just pin down, it's not a pop-up I'm using, and I've just got a bit of fake corn and one of my broilers like that. There you go, it's all ESP stuff. And then same setup again on the lead, so I'm going to get it back out there, and the right hand rod, which is in the halfway out, I'm going to catapult out some tigers and that, and I've just baited it up with some pellet as well. And I'm going to put it off the right hand side of them lilies, because that's where all the action is. So it'd be silly not to, wouldn't it? So I'm going to get on and do that. It's absolutely lashing it down with rain, and get one of them 30s. Well, here's number 2 after me losing that good one. Just weighed it, £14 on the nose. Exactly £14, another common. Got a good little scrap. This time it was on the left hand rod. Sorry, right hand rod. On the tiger. So yeah. Still got a bit of fight left in him, but we'll get him up quick. Just like that. Give me a bit of a slap for my troubles, but so yeah, happy with that. Nice fish. Just getting back. Lovely. Mouth and everything's fine. Yeah, make sure his fins are nicely. That's it. Number 2. Well, as you can see by the quality of this, it's getting dark. So I've got the old night clothes on ready. So yeah, won't be long now, it'll be dark. But at least we have a lot of daylight now, don't we? But nothing else since that 14, apart from just a couple of bleeps on the left hand rod. So yeah, I've had the recast, made sure everything's ready for tonight. Put out some baits, so yeah, see what happens. Let's hope them 30s come along. Okay, it's now the morning, and nothing last night. A few little bleeps, but nothing to write home about, so to speak. I'm going to walk round in a minute, bait up, really tight baiting up I'm going to do, because I was catapulting out from here, but it's too big a spread. So yeah, I won't tight bait him because I'm not putting a lot in, you see. So I'm not too worried about them actively feeding, you know, because they're confident enough, they're just taking it. So a bit more tight feeding pattern today, and see what happens. Yeah. Okay, it's just come up to 11 o'clock, nothing's happening, so one of my tips. When backleading, you buy the backleads, you strike, a lot of times they come off and you've loosed them. And if you're fishing over weed and you want to backlead, the backlead can get caught up the line, so it's at such a funny angle, it's very difficult to play the fish. Now what I use is these, they're the Fox captive backleads. And what happens is this end you can put on a bar or a peg into the ground, and you can wind off as much as you want, and then this end, like that, you put the line through there, this gate latch goes over and it slides down the line, and then when you strike, that flips open and it's left on the bottom, and then you just bring it back in by pulling this cord. So when you think like 3 sliding backleads is like £4, depending on which ones you buy, and these are £6 each, and you'll never lose one, or if you do, very rare. You'll save yourself a fortune in the long run. They don't get snagged in the weed. You can have it right underneath your rod tips, so your rod line comes straight down off your rod tips. instead of the old back lead sliding right down the line, because you can adjust the length with this cord on it. So yeah, they're a really good bit of kit. You save yourself money in the long run, and you won't get your back leads all snagged up in weed and such like when you're trying to play a fishing. So there you go, Fox Captive back leads.